Hey guys, so I just thought I'd make a little video about depression, because this is going to be under the title of Life School and the Let You Be, which is part of the Let You Be You Life Camp. Okay, so depression. This isn't going to be a full video. I'm going to do a proper one at some point on this channel, and then a really proper one, a series of them on motivational quotes and video and feed your mind and stuff like that about depression, because depression is something which affects a lot of people and is serious. I know what it's like to be depressed. I've never been suicidal in my life, but I have been like numb, and I've been, you know, kind of hopeless. Not hopeless, like I say, to the extent where I want it personally. I'm lucky enough that I haven't ever been there, but I have definitely been, like, when you're like literally physically, mentally, emotionally drained, spiritually, and you can't do things. So this is just a little thing. I just thought I'd make it right now. Like I say, it's not the most in-depth thing. If you have bipolar or manic depression, go to a doctor if you feel you might do. I'm not qualified to talk to you about that kind of stuff. But again, even you guys, I'd still give advice like exercise, work out, eat nutritious food, be around positive people, drink water, move around, do things that make you happy, laugh. All of the usual stuff that I'm going to say in this video anyway, that I've just said. And then a few other tips I'm going to give. But like, to you guys anyway, that even if you have bipolar or you're manically depressed, like I say, I'm not qualified to tell you what to do. So don't, so I'm not going to comment on that. But I will just say that is obviously, you still can do that. I know some people that do suffer from depression in that way, and they still live like reasonably, well, not reasonably, they live very good lives actually. Like they live like the lives that they like. They're good people, they're positive people. You know, there are a lot of celebrities that suffer from that. And having ADHD, there are sometimes similar symptoms between all these things. You know, all of the neurological things from OCD, everything like that, that result in similar challenges, shall we say. Anyway, but in general, if you're depressed, if you're suicidal, man, like you need to go to a doctor anyway, regardless of whether you're clinically depressed or you're not, or whatever, or you have any of the, you know, the neurological symptoms of bipolar or anything. Regardless, like whether you do or not, if you are suicidal, then go to a doctor. Like, I'm not qualified to teach you that. But in general, this video is just for people that are just depressed in general, ranging from being a little bit down and also not just depressing. When we use the word depressed, oftentimes we think of sadness, upset, really, like, but also depression can be subtle and it can be underlying, and you can be like, oh, I don't know what to do, man, God, my life, oh God, like, that's a form of depression, man. Like, so I'm talking from the least, like, just like unmotivated to do stuff, whatever, to very upset and depressed. And when he gets to the stage, like I say, so I'll keep reiterating it, of like suicide and clinically depressed, bipolar, things like that, I'm not qualified to speak, so, you know, I've said what I have to say about that, right? So for the people that are just feeling depressed, maybe you're upset, maybe you're going through something, or maybe you've always just felt like the kind of depression where you're just unmotivated. Well, the first thing I'd do is something, I'd look at it in a different way, and this is something I got from a guy called Duncan Trussell, who is a comedian and a podcast host. Does a few other things. I don't know if he's an actor. He might have done a few other things. He's an awesome guy. I never met him. I've listened to his podcast, and he's friends with very good friends with Joe Rogan. They smoke a lot of weed together, and they talk on both their podcasts. And I consider them both modern day philosophers. If you don't know who Joe Rogan is, look him up. You should know who he is. He's awesome. I've got a Joe Rogan t-shirt I'll be wearing soon, possibly tomorrow. The Joe Rogan Experience podcast, check it out. I'm sure you've heard of it if you're on the internet. But both American dudes. Fuck was I gonna say? The old depression. Okay, let me just go and now, ironically, drink a depressant in the form of a beer. I'll go and get another beer for myself, and I'll finish making this video in a minute. Okay, bye. Stay tuned. guys. Got my glasses on. I don't know if I had them on before or not. Anyway, so depression. Duncan Trussell. I would listen to a podcast of his once. That really, really helped me because I was depressed. And what he says is, when you think of depression, if you're depressed, truly depressed, you are. He considers it a truly satanic state, and he uses the word Satan not in the religious sense necessarily, but just as the metaphor for the depression in and of itself. And what he says is, most of the time in these cases, if you're depressed, not always but most of the time, the depression in and of itself has gone beyond a direct subsequent result of the initial cause, if you see what I mean. Meaning, say you have a breakup, but he didn't say this bit, but I'm just explaining my understanding of what he meant. So say for example somebody had a breakup with a girlfriend or a boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever. They started to get a bit down, right? And they started to drink, or they started to stay up late, not look after themselves. They were tired, they couldn't sleep, they were upset, they didn't want to go out with their friends. Right, you see where this is going. Now that's the initial cause of the depression. Now after a few days or a week or 2 weeks, you know, now that maybe they're not showering as regularly as every day as they should be, they're not brushing their teeth, now maybe they're drinking more, now maybe they're eating shit, okay, maybe they're seeing people less, now maybe they're not answering calls, now maybe they're fucking not doing any exercise, now they're just maybe taking drugs, whatever the fuck they're doing. Now they're not tidying their room, now they got all shit on, now they're not washing up. Now, after about a few weeks, this or a month, now, motherfucker, this is now no longer the initial cause of the depression. Now this is your life. The muscle you've exercised mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, that you've been exercising for the last few weeks, last month, 2 months, 6 months, year, however fucking long it is, right? You've just done this. You being whoever this happens to. I've been there before, right? Just straight up, I've been there before many times, it's not a good feeling. And it's not like I say, I've never been so upset and I've just been numb. And he says this in this, he goes, most people are just fucking numb. And most people that are depressed like this are just fucking numb, right? And they're just like, oh, well, you know, this is what it is, man. It's like, yeah, because they have let it get to that stage. You need to, and he says, you need to fight that shit. And imagine the depression in and of itself is like Satan, okay? It's like Satan. It's like the devil, metaphorically speaking, if you want to use it as a metaphor for this kind of dark force, right, where you are now just fucking like you have to like get up, force yourself to get up and actually move around, go and jog around the block. You have to do it. I don't want to do it. Walk, motherfucker, go for a walk. Go for another walk till you go for a fucking jog. Get the endorphins running, right? Clean up little bits here and there, put your clothes away. Then fight it. Get to a stage where you're strong enough, a little bit strong enough. Then you have to really, really fight it and get it all out. Clean up your fucking room. Clean up the shit in your fucking house. Do it. Once you've done it, you'll feel 10 times better. Next day you'll sleep better that night. Then you'll be like, oh fuck this, I need a shower, I stink. You'll notice the smell. Then you'll be like, oh fuck this shit. And then my next bit I would say, then give yourself rituals. So every day you shower, every day you brush your teeth twice. As simple as it is. You go for a walk, you do a little bit of exercise, maybe you go for a jog, you wash yourself, you take care of yourself, you go and get your hair cut if it needs to be cut, you fucking clean your skin, you go and hang out with your friends, you stop ignoring calls, you tell any negative people in your life to go fuck themselves, you start laughing, you start watching comedies, go to a fucking comedy, do all this stuff. Then slowly you build up this positive cycle again. You build up a positive cycle and you will eventually get back to where you were, if not more happy, and you'll be stronger because you've gone through that. And don't ever let that shit happen to you again. Okay, I hope if you watch this and you are depressed, I hope this helped you. I've been there, I know exactly what it feels like. You feel like, oh fuck it, I'll never get there. Yeah, you will, trust me. trust me. And maybe you'll watch this video again when you are there, and you'll be like, oh yeah, fuck, you know. Alright, okay guys, here to help you guys. Okay, safe, bye bye, take care guys, hope you feel alright. It's okay, it's gonna be alright. Alright, you can do it, people. Whatever the fuck it is, you can do it, people. That's my mantra, Conor Canney's mantra, and the Let You Be You Life Camps mantra, maybe you say in America, I don't know. Anyway, take care guys. Let you be you. You can do it, people.